With healing the nervous system, what also comes is weight. When you heal your nervous system, you might gain weight. That is a natural protection mechanism from your body to keep you safe. Welcome everybody. I wanted to have a honest and raw chat with you while I'm doing my walk. It's a beautiful day, and about 4 years ago I had my spiritual awakening after a plant medicine ceremony. My whole life turned around, as I have told in some of the videos. Well, after that I really went deep down into my own healing process, and with that I started to realize most of the things I did, for example, working out every day in the gym, like hardcore workout, strength, HIIT, like what I was doing with my clients, I couldn't do anymore. Like my body was literally telling me, I can't do it anymore. We have to stop, we have to quit. We want to take it slow, we want to hear, we want to heal. We don't want to push anymore. We want to relax, we want to ease in, we want to soften. So my whole feminine energy came out and wanted to be felt and wanted to be held and seen and nurtured and loved. And I was not used to that, because if you knew me or saw me, I was like someone that was going hard. Like I was productive, I was hustling, I was really in a masculine energy, and I couldn't do it anymore. For me, my whole nervous system started to heal, started to relax, and at that time I didn't even know what was going on. I was just so desperate and sad that I couldn't function anymore. Well, it was functioning literally. I mean, I had a 9 to 10 hour workday, and then I was hitting the gym like nothing happening. At the beginning, I could not really accept it. I was kind of fighting it. So all my personal trainings I had with my clients, I had to soften. I couldn't do this hardcore training, muscle growth stuff anymore. I couldn't do it. So I had to soften, and eventually I also realized through healing that was not my soul's mission. I realized that that's not why I came here. It was a part of my evolution, of my learning experience as a human, but it was not my soul's desire to keep doing that. So eventually I let go of that. But with healing the nervous system, what also comes is weight. So naturally, when you heal your nervous system, you might gain weight. And that is a natural protection mechanism from your body to keep you safe. Because when you start healing, your nervous system is directly linked to your inner child, to the psyche version with that inner child, because your nervous system is developed during childhood. So of course, if you have anxiety, panic attacks, depression, all those things have a root cause, and they might be in your childhood. And for me, when I started healing, especially in the time I went no contact with my parents, I started to gain weight. I want to be clear, I was never overweight, but we all have our ideal body loving feeling within our body. We feel just the most alive, the most health, the most sexy, whatever it is. And so I was realizing my nervous system started to put up weight because I felt so insecure inside. My inner child felt so lost and not seen. And I have seen that also with my clients. They went through process during my personal training. When I trained those women, they all had these protection because they went through a lot of things. Some of them really did. And when I healed, I was experienced the same. And I could not, every time I tried to do fitness, every time I tried to do hard pumping, hardcore HIIT, it was crushing me. I had to start listening to my body. I really had to acknowledge the way I was doing these things, I couldn't do them anymore. Like, it was literally over. I had to start implementing new habits, and from a totally different perspective, because before, when I was in this functioning, like really fight or flight, I was pushing, I was grinding, I was hustling. I couldn't do, every day I could do hardcore workouts. I was pushing myself. And I did not synchronize my trainings with my cycle, not at all. So now when you heal, when you come to yourself, when you come back to your true essence, when you feel your body, because that is what it means, you start connecting to that. And it doesn't mean that you can never do like hard training again or, running. It just means during that time when you heal your nervous system, you have to be empathetic, and you have to give your body a rest and nurture it and listen to it and ask it, what do you want? Like, what do you need to feel safe? And not going again over it and telling your body, you have to function. Like, you cannot like now say, oh, I don't want that. No, be empathetic and listen to your body. In the beginning, I was very, very vulnerable, and I was very hard to myself, because I had like this image, I was a personal trainer, and I always had this pressure, or I give it to myself, like, I want to look good, like I want to be fit. And when I started healing and I became so-called out of shape, I would feel like this inadequacy, like I'm not good enough anymore. And this is like the process I'm doing, because now I am going to my health from a totally different angle. I don't follow a plan. I don't want to follow a plan. I don't want to follow rules. I don't want to follow a structure. I want to do the things out of my feminine energy, out of relaxedness, out of joy. And if I want to run for like a little bit, which I'm going to do, like after we talked, I do that. But I don't want to do it anymore because I have to. I want to do it now from the perspective and ask my body, like, how does it feel for you? What do we want to do? And sometimes there's maybe like a little bit of resistance, but this time I acknowledge it and I see it and I don't push it away. With healing and all the things, like the best thing you can do for your nervous system is to take that shit in. If you feel crappy, that comes with healing. You cannot push that away. You cannot fake it. Like, if you don't feel good about yourself in that moment, that's just what you feel, but it's not you. Like, do you understand it? It's not you. It's just in that moment, that feeling that has to be processed. And it's something in your nervous system that wants to come up. So if you gain weight, if you don't feel good about yourself, that is part of it and that is okay. Like, it doesn't, again, this does not define your worth. Like, I had to disconnect my whole identity from this pressure also, you know, like this image of being a trainer and being in shape all the time, that, you know, that is not what I can do right now. I cannot do it. It's not possible for me. I'm on this path right now where I have to really reconnect my whole system and my routines, not from a perspective of to-do lists like I used to do it, but from a perspective of cycling with my own cycle, like listening to my body, connecting to my femininity, also nurturing, like seeing, okay, where am I in my cycle right now? How can I connect deeper to that? And not from that hustle perspective, I have to function. And even if there's a day like I'm not feeling my best, I take it very slow. I'm like nurturing that, and I have no more like interest in doing the things with like pressure or hustling, or I have to do this process, do this, do that. I don't want to do it anymore. I just want to listen to my body, and I want to be relaxed, and I want to enjoy my body, because I feel like from this whole stuff from childhood, from society, sometimes I cannot even enjoy myself. I cannot enjoy my body, just feeling it, being alive, that I have a body, that I can, walk, that I can see, that I can feel, because there's so much conditioning about how it looks, how your body is. And it's like there's so much on especially women where I don't want to be part of anymore. Don't get me wrong, like it's so good to have ambitions and goals, and you know, you want to achieve. I do that. I want to like nurture my body. I want to do stuff for myself, but not anymore from the perspective of lack. Like if there is something wrong with me, like I want to do that from the perspective of I am enough, and because I'm enough, I love myself, I am listening to my body. But not from pressure anymore, more from love and acknowledging who I truly am. Like in this area of my life. I'm in my 30s, and you know, I wanna have a strong, fit body. I wanna feel good. I wanna have a strong voice. I wanna be confident, and confident for me means I stay with myself. I love myself. I don't leave myself. For example, now I'm walking here, people coming by, they might look at me, but I don't care. Like I'm literally staying with myself. That's what confidence means for me. I don't cringe. I stay with myself, because that is also for my inner child. I love her, and I nurture her, and I respect her through all the things she experienced. And with this healing, you know, if I feel cringe or anything about myself, I would hurt her, and I don't want that anymore. Like, that is not my world. When you connect to your body again, you will naturally feel all the things you do to yourself that hurt you. I mean, for me, there were a lot of things, especially from my 20s, where I had this purging in my mind and my body, where I felt, oh my God, I was hurting my body. Like, if it's with alcohol, drugs, and other things, like where I was, oh my God, that was not nice. I did not treat myself lovingly, kindly. I guess, you know, there was a wounded part, and that was in need of those substances, or in need of those environments that were influencing me in a bad way. The best thing you can do is like reparenting yourself, your inner child, connecting to your nervous system, not from the head but from the body. The nervous system is connected to your emotions. So how do you feel safe? You feel safe when you connect to that feeling of feeling safe within you. And if you have never experienced that, well, guess what? That's what you're gonna learn now. Like, if your system was all about fight, flight, it was stressful, you were functioning, you were hypervigilant, which, by the way, I experienced, those are all signs that you never truly felt safe in the first place. And first of all, that is sad. Like, it is sad. That is a part you have to grieve. You have to feel. You have to acknowledge you didn't get it. You have to be mad, or you get to be mad if you want to feel. If you feel that, and then move on, and then heal, and come back to yourself. Like, get to know yourself. Like, get to know yourself now. Heal that inner child. Connect with it. Take it with you on a walk. Cook something nice for you. For my healing, yes, Albert, my beautiful man, he played a big role in my healing. But at the end of the day, I promise you, like, he's an amazing man. Like, he was the first man I felt secure with. He gave me security emotionally, physically, all the things I never experienced in the first place, like with my father. So that was a huge healing gift God gave me. And at the end of the day, it's still me with me, right? I'm going into bed with me because that wounded part is within me. So you have to nurture that security from within. But at the end of the day, you're going to bed with yourself. So you have to acknowledge and nurture that inner part and connect to that and be there with it all the time. I promise you, you can have the best friends in the world, the most supporting, loving family. But if you don't see yourself, so seeing your inner child, which is seeing yourself, you will never be satisfied. It will never feel enough. It will never feel enough. So really do that work, do that inner child work and connect to yourself. And that is so important because you don't want to live up to the past. Like, you want to be free. You want to be free of the past and enjoy this moment. Like, this is life right now. This is so beautiful. And if we keep staying in the past with our wounds, with all that stuff, we can never enjoy this current moment. And it doesn't mean that you know, sometimes there are some moments and reminders and even triggers, but it's not who you are. It's not who you are. And that is really about the work we do, you know, with the retreats. And I just wanted to share that is a natural part of healing, and you're gonna get through it. It's gonna get better and you will make it. That's me, raw, with a pimple, but I don't care. True beauty comes from within. That's it for today. Wish you a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video.